This week we start our explorations of the Marquesas Islands. Our hope for Marquesas is to learn more about Marquesans' beautiful, rich culture, explore lush green mountain hikes, and stunning anchorages. Our first stop is the village of Amoa on Fatuhiva, a sleepy little village where we learn about copra processing. Here we are in the beautiful town of Amoa. Amoa! Copra is the farming and drying of coconut meat. The process is started by heaping coconuts whole into a large pile to age. Then they are cracked open and the meat is expertly scooped out of the nut and laid out on a large drying rack. Here it is closely monitored, covered whenever a rain threatens and uncovered to dry in the sun. Once dried, the copra is bagged and then sent to Tahiti, where it's processed into coconut oil and other coconut products. These products are shipped all around the world, making copra one of French Polynesia's most lucrative exports. Now they're going!
Morning! Oh, just love the mornings here. We're always up so freaking early.
The sunlight is very weird here. The sun rises at 5 a.m. and sets around 6 p.m.?
Yeah, roughly that.
Like it's early.
Everyone gets up early to beat the heat of the day. And it's a great time to start sailing, and that's what we're going to do right now. We've got about 45 miles back to Tahuata.
And Bentley, Grandma and Grandpa had to go back to Hivaoa, the anchorage where we checked in, because they have to pick up their furler that's being repaired. So hopefully that all goes well, and we see them in a couple days. So we're going to Tahuata, which is an island, the only island in Marquesas with sandy beaches. Pretty nice day. The wind has filled in nicely. What was forecast today, Mick?
10 to 15.
We're on a beam reach, so 15 knots is feeling really good right now.
Yeah, there's no room in the normal anchorage here. Really deep. Like where we dropped was 40 feet and then backed up, but we were too close to the other boat, so now we're just trying around the other side here and we're really close to the shore and it's still saying it's 80 feet.
It's pretty exposed.
Yeah, and I mean we need like 200 feet of chain out and looks like we're going to end up on the shore, aren't we? We finally found a spot. It's just such a narrow spot. It was like
and
20.
I could see big boulders.
It's 20 feet behind him, but I was like, we wouldn't have had enough chain out. As we're doing all these loops for an hour, one of the boats left, so we stole the spot. We got a heap of chain out. We are a little close to Sally. They're right behind us, but at least we can pull some in if we need to.
Where's the wind coming? The wind is coming from over there, and we are facing this way. Very strange anchorage. When we arrived to the small village of Hapatoni, we stumbled upon a small market and presentation that was being put on for a small tour group. But the real highlight here was a little boy who walked up to us and showed us around his big world. A shark! At first we didn't realize we were octopus hunting. Thankfully, we didn't spear any with a stick today. Into the hole? Came to town. Nice little boy showed us the local mango tree. How was that?
They're everywhere and it's all between my teeth.
Our next hop was to Hanamonoa, a beautiful and rare anchorage in the Marquesas with white sandy beaches. The snorkeling in this bay had us nicknaming it Manta Bay because it's easy to hop off your boat and meet some friendly manta rays. We also met our first reef sharks here. I wasn't scared, you were scared.
Swim with sharks for the first time.
Was that pretty cool?
Yeah. Well, it's about to rain, so we just closed the hatch.
Lots of rain. Look at that! That's actually pretty wild looking. Blue skies over there. Up over the valley comes a squall. We're at this very cool anchorage. It's nicknamed Stephen's Bay because a man named Stephen used to live here. He passed away a couple years ago, but his structures remain, and it's pretty cool. It sounds like he was a really cool guy. He left behind quite the cool legacy. We heard a lot of stories about Stephen from cruisers past. He was a kind man who enjoyed befriending cruisers and hosting them in his humble home. He grew veggies and shared what he could, and in return, cruisers often brought him flour and other goods from stores that were hard for Stephen to get to. This is a pretty insanely beautiful spot. So amazing! Do you want to show us the other buildings? What an incredible backyard. The island hopping continues as we jump from Tahuata over to Hana Menu on Hivaoa.
We know there's kind of like a pinch point between the islands here, which is what typically happens, and I know there's going to be some gusts for a little bit here. We just have our jib up, flopping away. We're doing over 6 knots. It's fantastic.
There's them too. They're ripping. What are you boys watching?
Somehow Palpatine.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The last one.
Oh.
The second best one. The fourth one is the best.
Is it? Did you enjoy the last anchorage, boys? It
Yeah.
was amazing, wasn't it?
I just love the water, and there is.
Me too.
Final order.
The dolphins are just drifting along with us.
Perfectly in alignment.
I know, it's really funny. Swimming in formation. We arrived to the beautiful anchorage of Hana Menu, and we couldn't wait to get to shore and hop in the Hollywood pool. So picturesque, you feel like you're in a Hollywood movie set. A huge thanks to our friends on Nirvana for lending us their drones so we could continue getting great shots of the Marquesas. These are pigs falling on the ground. Oh, you can smell them.
What about this one over here, Mick?
a short upwind hop from Hana Menu to Hana I Apa. Hi boys!
Hey.
Been a pretty good sail?
Yeah.
Rip roaring along. We're sailing upwind to another anchorage on the north side of Hivaoa.
I'm going upwind now.
Yeah, we've been sailing upwind all day, so we had to tack. We went way out and then tacked back in. And now our angle's looking perfect to plunk us right into the anchorage. I know, they flew today. We've got lots of friends sailing with us today. Nirvana, Arcuda, and M2. And everybody has made really good time.
Oh, we're sailing the Pacific Islands. How exciting is that? This is great out here.
We made it to this beautiful new anchorage on the north side of Hivaoa. It is stunning here. There's a small village, no stores or anything, no magasins. We're gonna go to town and explore. One of our favorite things to do on these little islands has been to anchor outside of these tiny, tiny villages and just go in and wander around and talk to people. People are so, so friendly. They love to trade for nail polishes, perfumes, fishing gear, kids' clothing, stuff like that for fruits and sometimes some veggies. So I think we will maybe do that today because we're pretty low on produce. Are the beach landings crazy in Marquesas? Crazy. Looks like Dad's gonna swim in. Is it so sweet, Bentley? Delicious. Meet Mario, an absolute legend that was excited to show us his property, fill our boats with bananas, and show us around town. Merci. I'll have some though.
That is the best milk in the world.
Make sure you share it around, boys.
Don't backwash. It's like, it's the best thing I've ever tasted.
These young coconuts were so different from the ones that we pull off the beach. The milk was extremely sweet and almost bubbly, and the meat was like a nutty jello.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
really good.
Yeah,
Coconut oyster for you.
yeah, right on.
Coconut.
Bite.
Oh!
You have a drinking problem. You spat at me.
She's got one green eye and one blue eye.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's her kitten.
George number 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, he wants your fingers. He wants your fingers.
They're so cute. Why are baby pigs so cute?
Their noses are so big that they're just like, you can see it move up and down.
Hello. Oh, hi. The roads are so beautiful.
I can't believe this. It's the prettiest road I've ever seen.
They take great pride
So
in
nice.
keeping their towns very clean.
Oh, it's a beautiful valley.
Mario took us down the street to the local watering hole. We enjoyed ice-cold Cokes and some music from Mario. Well, I would say this is an absolute must stop. The people here are so friendly, and that was just exactly the experience we were hoping for in Marquesas. I really love it here. I really, really love Marquesas. I'm gonna be really sad when we move on. This is like so beautiful in so many ways. People are so giving, loving, open to meeting people, and that's really special, and I feel fortunate we get to experience that. What did you think of all that?
I think this is the reason we wanted to spend a lot of our time in Marquesas, just to find these little villages. And these people just live so simply, don't they? Mm-hmm. They don't have much, but they offer you so much.
As we made our way back to our dinghy, we were asked by another local to sign his cruiser's guest book. It was so beautiful to flip through and see all the cruisers that have connected with this village in such a special way.
The pork, the pig, pork, hiwa.
This is Makayanu. The story is the people on Uapo had nothing to eat, and this pig swam to Uapo, and he picked up all the fish along the way and fed the people in Uapo.
Nice.
Beautiful.